For today's reading corner, I'm going to read an excerpt from The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, who I have a tiny bit of a crush on. If you've never heard of him, look him up. He's 34, way ahead of his time. I'm not going to go on about that, but I'm just going to get started. It's about acceptance, and it really resonated with me. If someone we knew took traffic signals personally, we would judge them as insane. Yet this is exactly what life is doing to us. It tells us to come to a stop here, or that some intersection is blocked, or that a particular road has been rerouted through an inconvenient detour. We can't argue or yell this problem away, we simply have to accept it. This is not to say that we allow it to prevent us from reaching our ultimate destination, but it does change the way we have to travel to get there and the duration of the trip. When a doctor gives you orders or a diagnosis, even if it's the opposite of what you wanted, what do? Do you accept it? You don't have to like it or enjoy the treatment, but you know that denying it only delays the cure. After you've distinguished between the things that are up to you and the things that aren't, and the break comes down to something you don't control, you've got only one option: acceptance. The shot didn't go in. The stock went to zero. The weather disrupted the shipment. Say it with me. C'est la vie. It's all fine. You don't have to like something to master it or to use it to some advantage. When the cause of our problem lies outside of us, we are better for accepting it and moving on, for ceasing to kick and fight against it and coming to terms with it. The Stoics have a beautiful name for this attitude. They call it the art of acquiescence. So, of course, it's not always easy to accept things right away. Sometimes it's not easy to accept a diagnosis, but when it's what we're left with, we realize that we could have gotten to this point a lot quicker and we could have learned something from it. Life has given this to us for a reason, and we can choose to complain about it. We can choose to talk with others about how wrong it is. And that's what feels comfortable for us to do, but it doesn't really help us in where we need to go, what we need to learn from it, what the lesson is, so that we can continue on. And if we could all move into acceptance quicker, we wouldn't really let our obstacles get so much in the way. So the book, The Obstacle is the Way, actually talks really in depth about how obstacles can be viewed as opportunities if you just have the right perspective.